Jinja City. It's one thing to have the source of the world's longest river in the heart of your city, but it's another to know what to do with it. Jinja City is a combination of both, and so much so that it has been dubbed the Adventure City. Jinja is not only a great tourist destination, it is also the economic center of Uganda, anchoring some of Africa's largest dams and home to a large industrial park housing around 100 industries. Uganda is not without Jinja. The city has managed to take advantage of the waterfalls and rapids associated with the Nile. It has one purpose and one purpose only: breathtaking in the truest sense of the word. Discover the charms of Jinja City, just 80 kilometers from Kampala, the capital of Uganda. Nile whitewater rafting. Jinja is home to some of the world's best level 5 whitewater rafting tours. Rafting is best done in groups, and sessions can be half-day or full-day and cover a distance of 21 kilometers. Rafting on the rapids of the Nile offers the best experience of the entire trip. Bungee jump. At 43 meters high, this endorphin-pumping experience will have you screaming out all your fears. Travelers agree that hanging upside down in the air and diving into this daring free fall was the highlight of the entire experience. And in that moment, when the tips of their hair touched the surface of the mighty Nile, they knew they were coming back. Sources of the Nile. Few places in Uganda have as much sentimental value as the source of the world's longest river, which winds its way through valleys and gorges into the Mediterranean Sea. Jinja's sunset cruise. There is a word. When the sun sets, stop whatever you're doing and look at it. Night in Jinja is exactly that. Wonderful scenery. Be sure to capture golden sunsets and their reflections on the water as you explore Uganda. The town of Jinja is located in Jinja District, Eastern Busoga Territory, Uganda. It is probably 81 kilometers, 50 meters, by road east of Kampala, the capital of Uganda. Located on the north shore of Lake Victoria, known as the birthplace of the mighty Nile. The Nile is Africa's longest river and has two different dams, Nilvari and Kyra, which generate electricity on its way to the Mediterranean Sea. Bujagali Falls in Jinja District is approximately 10 kilometers from the center of Jinja. Jinja City is the largest metropolitan area in the Jinja region and the second largest in the country, with neighboring towns and villages such as Niger, Wenda, Kamaka, Masisi, Worokoba, Pumud, Bugungu and Bujembe. It's a big city. History of originally his name Jinja, which means rock, comes from his two distinct peoples, Baganda and Busoga, who lived along the Nile in this region, and who lived in ancient times. It was used for fishing in this area. Distance trade. Baganda is the Busoga word Adinja, plural Amanja, and Adinda used for stones and rocks. The British used this information to give it the name Jinja. Most of the flat stones that gave the area its name, Jinja, disappeared underwater in 1954 when construction of the Owen Falls Dam, later renamed Nalbale Power Station, began and Ripon Falls flooded. It's gone. A description of the area is currently available from John Hanning Speke. Mr. Speke was the first white man to see the source of the Nile. The city became known for its source of the Nile River, sugar plantations for cotton processing, and railway connections that hindered the city's growth. Due to the presence of Lake Victoria, which is of great importance for transportation between Uganda and the Kenyan town of Kisumu, the British established Jinja in her 1907 as the administrative center of the provincial government headquarters in the Busoga region. Infrastructure. Jinja has a main post office and several other branches: Jinja Regional Referral Hospital, 4,444 pharmacies, and a city hall. A center with facilities such as a golf course, tennis center, a soccer stadium in the city center, an athletic stadium in Bungee, several internet cafes, commercial facilities such as Kira Motors Corporation, factories, and shopping facilities. Cinema, casino, supermarket, and shops financed. Several financial institutions have branches in Jinja town, including Centenary Bank, Orient Bank, Africa Bank, ABSA Bank, DFCU Bank, Japan Post Bank, etc. Rephrase. Education. The town has a variety of educational institutions that play a role in the tourism sector. Makerere Eastern Campus, Uganda Hotel and Tourism Training Institute, Jinja College, Busoga College, International School of Health Sciences, MUBS Jinja Campus, Riverside Academy, the YMCA, Jinja High School, Kiera High School, Lord's Mead School, etc. Transport. Jinja is a major station on the Uganda Railways and a port for ferries to Lake Victoria since 1900, when access to the railway was by ferry to Kisumu Station. A convenient paved road to the west is 81 kilometers from Jinja to the capital, his Kampala, 50 miles. 90 minutes by car or 2 hours by bus. Another paved road access is the Tororo Shrine Road, 100 kilometers east from Tororo to the shrine. This improved with the completion of the Shrine Dugeri Road. Buses and minibuses, locally known as taxis, are available for transportation to Jinja town. The town of Jinja also has air traffic, as there is a small civil and military airport at Kamaka, approximately 4 kilometers north of the Jinja CBD. The construction of a new bridge called New Jinja Bridge connecting Niger town with Jinja started in 2013 and was completed in 2019. Local attractions. The source of the Nile, the second longest river in the world, is a unique tourist attraction in the world that attracts both international and domestic tourists. Bujagali Falls is located along the Nile River, about 10 kilometers from Jinja town. The scenery and rafting activities of Bujagali Falls potentially attract a large number of tourists and international tourists. Also provides bird watching opportunities. Itanda Falls is also located on the Nile River, approximately 18 kilometers northwest of the town of Jinja. Provides opportunities for birdwatching. The common plover is most commonly seen, camping and picnic trips. Kayaburwa Falls, 8 kilometers from Jinja. It offers beautiful scenery, although it is still not enough for camping, birdwatching, and ethnobotany. The beaches of Lake Victoria, including the grounds of the Sailing Club, Tilapia Club and Macis, are well used thanks to water sports that attract domestic, expatriate and foreign non-resident tourists. Sport fishing and canoeing are other activities that attract tourists. His Island in Lake Victoria. Samuka Island, Ndaiga Island, Wabitukal Island, etc. Only Samka Island is fully used for tourism, but all islands have the potential for boat racing, sport fishing, overnight camping, day trips, and water sports. Antique/historical sites in Jinja district. These include Bujagali Ancestral Ruins, the resting place of the spirits of the Soga ancestors at Bujagali Falls, the current palace of the Busoga kings on the Nakabengan Palm Hill, history of the Busoga chiefs and British colonial governors. Meeting place. Pumud is also known as the place where King Kabalega of Bunyoro Kingdom died. Activities. Visiting the source of the Nile River is the main activity that attracts both domestic tourists to the region and international tourists who want to take part in the same activities that were done in ancient times. John Speke was the first European to see the source of the Nile. Other activities that attract tourists to the area include whitewater rafting, bungee jumping, kayaking, sport fishing, quad biking, community tours, horseback riding, and jet boat cruises. In conclusion, the Jinja region is made up of a variety of tourist attractions and offers different tourists the opportunity to participate in a variety of activities of their own choosing, and among all the destinations in East Africa it has become a great destination.